guys, wanted to put out a little workout prep notes video for those of you that want to get a little bit more prepared in advance mentally for this Saturday workout. So the 10-minute segments, there's 4 of them. They're going to be performed back to back to back. So it's going to be a 40-minute workout. Now, if you get caught on any of the 10-minute segments, you're not quite finished yet, we're not going to cut you off. We're going to go ahead and let you finish the set and move into the next segment a little bit late. But just be cautious with that, because then you're cutting into your time allotted for that next 10-minute segment. First segment, 5 rep max hang snatch. You can pull that from any hang position above the knee. You can rest the bar in the crease of your hip however you like, but no resting the bar on the shoulders in any way, or obviously if the bar touches the ground, then that set is terminated. We got to get 5 reps in a row. You don't have to do 5 reps on all your build-up sets, but the 5 rep max hang snatch can be pretty tough. And if you're not that experienced, even if you're moderately experienced, you might just want to go ahead and do 5 reps every set, just because it could end up getting heavier a little bit sooner than you think. It's a lot of grip stamina on that. So if you just want to do 5 reps on all your build-up sets to be safe, then so be it. You don't want to get caught, saving your heavy set of 5 right for the 9-minute mark and then missing it, and then having to go back down to weights that you already have built up and went through. So just be cautious on that one. Then we're moving into, and only one partner working at a time on that. So if you do happen to have a partner who has a different barbell than you, we only want one of you guys working on the barbell at a time, as if you only had one barbell. Moving on to the back rack lunges from the taken off of the rack. That will also be one partner working at a time. It'll be 10 total steps, alternating steps for the heaviest load possible for each of you. And you guys do have a lot more experience with that movement recently compared to like the 5 rep max hang snatch. We've been doing the lunges pretty consistently on Saturdays, so you should have a good target number that you could hit for your heavy set of 10. So I would just do a few reps on each leg, like maybe 4 reps on each leg, alternating, building up to that heavy weight, and then go ahead and hit that heavy weight before the 10-minute mark, maybe around the 8-minute mark for one partner and the 9-minute mark for another partner. Or you could get that done early and be ready to go early on your farmer carry, which is the next segment. 200 meters unbroken. We'll start at our normal starting line. Both feet touch the sidewalk at the turnaround point. And if you should happen to put the dumbbells down or rest the dumbbells on your legs in any kind of way, that will count as rest. That's going to count as a break. And every break that you do within the 200 meters, you'll be penalized 10 pounds. So if you have a 35-pound kettlebell in each hand, your score is 35. But if you break once, your score will be 25. If you break or rest twice, your score will be 15. So you're going to get 10 whole pounds deducted for any break you take. Okay? So there's a little bit of strategy involved there. I would go and get a farmer carry done really early, like maybe right when that 10 minutes starts. I'd get a farmer carry established so I could rest at least 5 minutes and possibly attempt another one at like the 8-minute mark. The farmer carry is probably going to take a couple minutes to complete. And we definitely want to be able to start the final workout, which is the conditioning, the little row conditioning piece at the end. We want to be able to start that right at the 10-minute mark ideally. So the other strategy would be to, if you're pretty confident with the weight that you can farmer carry, like if you know that you can farmer carry the 35s for sure, but you think you might want to try the 44s, then you could just take one shot at the 44s, because if you do one break at the 44s, your score is going to basically be 35 anyway. It's going to be 34 anyway. So there's two different schools of thought there. You either make time for 2 attempts or just do one big attempt that's a little bit heavier. Maybe you'll have one break, maybe you won't on that segment. Last segment, not too much to talk about there. It's going to be handstand hold while your partner's rowing. You must be in that handstand hold completely before your partner starts rowing. And then as soon as your feet come off the wall, your partner needs to stop rowing until, and then if you can either go back up or switch partners at that point. But more than likely, you're going to want to switch partners if your feet come off the wall. For that, we want our hands in contact with the 10-inch line for RX. We're going to kick up to a back-facing handstand hold. We'll scale down to wall-facing handstand hold at the 30 or 20-inch line. That'll be at S1. For S2, we're going to do overhead plate hold instead of handstands. That workout is going to be for max calories, so you can switch with your partner as frequently as you like. The idea on that normally is that the switch is determined by the handstand holding partner. So don't take it to a 10 out of 10 effort level on that handstand hold. Come down before you fall down, and then switch, kick your partner off the rower, and then switch stations. And that should be a fun one. Enjoy.